Test. Everyone ready? No? Everyone? You ready? Okay, so number one, I have a question on how you breathe. So in other words, how do you make air go in and out of you? So the diaphragm goes here, the air goes there, the pressure goes there. Right, so walk me through how you get air in and out of your body. So step by step, can you do that? Okay. Here's a question on the respiratory membrane that thou shalt understand. So, if you're a smoker, tell me about your respiratory membrane. Okay, is that good or bad? Okay. There's a question on actually several questions on the loading and unloading equations. Thou shalt know the equations for loading and unloading and CO2 transportation.
What are your questions?
Oh, I have about 4 sitting here.
That's both of those equations?
Yes. So at the lung, it's this. At the tissue, it's that. It goes that kind of stuff. Wow, I have an ugly looking graph. So thou shalt know the oxygen hemoglobin dissociation curve. You will interpret a curve and tell me if it goes right or left. And that's the curve. The oxygen hemoglobin dissociation curve. So if I gave you the curve, calculate how much is being loaded or unloaded patient if I gave you some numbers. Yes. Yeah, up or down or right and left. So in case you're wondering what I mean by that, let me show you a picture here. Unloading, loading. Right. Let's see. So, for example, that kind of stuff. If I gave you that curve, could you tell me how much is being unloaded to wherever, that kind of thing. So interpreting those kind of curves. Would they go up or down? Would they be more or less? How much percentage is that? So we will utilize those curves. Right? Make sense? Okay. Let's see, what was that? Okay. There's a ginormous empty table. I wonder, gee whiz, what's going to go in the big empty table? The digestive chart, thou shalt know. Fill it in. Well, some of it is.
That's a yes or no.
Yes, yes, no, 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 no.
Including enzymes?
Enzymes are part of that table, but that's not the only question on them. So make sure you know what organs do what. Digestion. Then I have specific questions. So I have 4 questions on the enzyme specifically. So what enzyme would break down this food?
Like today.
Like today. What substrate is that? What product is that? What's the source of this enzyme?
You said there about.
Top 4.
So there's the chart, then there's...
Chart, yeah, there's more. So, Jonathan's eating ice cream. What enzyme would that be? Was it chocolate or vanilla? Right? All right. So I have 2 sphincter questions. So what sphincters are where? Jonathan can't open his pyloric sphincter. That kind of things. And for today, I have 2 questions on the reflexes and phases. So if I eat a hamburger, what phase am I in? What reflex would that be? What is my stomach doing? Is it going on or going off? I have a question on the hormones from today specifically. So what does gastrin do? What does CCK do? What does secretin do? What are they made?
How many, did you say there were?
2.
And how many hormones?
1 specifically. All right, I have 2 questions on the enzymes used in metabolism. So I picked 2 of the enzymes to put in a question. You have to remember where they're used. Are they used in glycolysis, Krebs cycle, or ETC? I gave you their name and which one they're in. You do. Okay, I have 2 questions on the words genesis and lysis. So what's happening when you genesis? What's happening when you lysis? When would you do that?
Sorry, what?
Genesis and lysis words. And I have a graph. Interpret. A graph.
Or Genesis and Lysis.
Imagine it looked like the graphs I erased over there. Something on stretch, maybe, perhaps? Or CCK? Perhaps? Can't tell you, that's what the test is for. That's right, got a graph.
We already have that.
That's all I have so far.
Okay.